just real quick, because don't want that recent statement to be public, but it's gonna be
You can
under
always
the
just
same
leave and
name.
rejoin.
Yeah, I
Hear
left
me?
and rejoined. That stops the server.
No, it doesn't.
Of Jinwoo.
Yeah, because
It's
I'm
stated to have
self-hosting.
attacks like a beam of light and can maybe threaten the
The
whole
fucking
planet
bro.
itself.
You live
with
in
there being
Korea. What do you
weird
want me to
lines
do?
Like Jinwoo would have to be able to shatter a mountain to hurt this guy. With that stuff, you can see why Gojo might take it, even with just hacks, with Jinwoo mainly just being a statement merchant, hitting him with an unlimited void,
That's
frying
bull.
his brain
Whoa,
with infinite
whoa,
information.
whoa. Jinwoo being a statement merchant. You can join back, by the way.
He was talking about OG series, but even then, that's wrong.
Season 3 intro
You
to
didn't-
Crust. What the fuck are you talking about? Anyways,
I think
But maybe you can argue Jinwoo can swap out with the Shadow, which is very reasonable and a good counter. But you get the idea, and I'll go over that type of stuff a bit later after I properly tell you how strong Jinwoo should be. That being said, there was something about solo leveling that was really odd to me in the manhwa, and that concept was the god that created their universe was killed by its own creations. And then Jinwoo clearly surpassed all of those creations. Yet these beings are all mountain busters or a planet buster. It didn't add up. Something about the lore was just missing, and my brain was just going haywire.
Are you going back,
or I don't
Siobhan?
want to say these guys are galaxy level or something, but many downplayed this for a time. They'd say, well, we don't know how long it took for God to make their universe. It could have been like an eternal cycle or an eternal methodology that he used. You know, he clearly doesn't scale to his creation. His creation killed him, right? So we don't know how to quantify it. Well, with solo leveling Ragnarok, we 100% do know now. And it really, really eased my mind because that
In a
really
minute,
didn't
alright.
sit right with me at all. So throughout all of Ragnarok, we learn of the creator gods race known as interims, with the other members of their species being called outer gods, which all reside in the outer universe, which is basically sort of a multiverse or outside of the concepts of space and time of their multiverse, because the universe that Jinwoo's
Right.
god did make, he made the universe, probably endless dimensions connected with like a Yggdrasil type world tree. It gets really complicated. Anyway,
oh my fucking god. Let me see if I
He
can
made-
turn on an ad blocker.
he made the universe, but that's okay. Which is the gap between dimensions, but it's
gods, which all reside in the outer universe, which is basically sort of a multiverse or outside of the concepts of space and time of their multiverse, because the universe that Jinwoo's god did make, he made the universe, probably endless dimensions connected with like a Yggdrasil type world tree. It gets really complicated. Anyway, the normal universe in solo leveling is layered endlessly with dimensions, yet all extending with one creator god's creation. These outer gods then basically try to invade the universe when they learn it's empty of its own god, and the protag of Ragnarok has to fend them off on the back line while Jinwoo is literally in outer space in the deep stretches of the universe fighting off the invading forces of eldritch beings all by himself. This leads us to eventually reaching
Not by
the
himself,
climax,
alright.
which was the last 30
Not by
chapters of
himself.
Ragnarok, when it's
I don't
finally
consider
time
Jinwoo
to
Shadows
watch
to
one
be
of these
himself.
creator gods in combat, and we
Dog.
get to see Jinwoo
Dog.
actually
You
get
read
the
those
scaling
novels?
that you were sort of suspicious
I
of
just
through the
disagree
main
with him
line.
being
The
himself.
first encounter is Jinwoo
simply because
summoning
they have their
Arrow
own feelings, their own
and
emotions.
in the anime.
Buddy.
Now at a maxed out
Buddy.
martial rank,
Buddy.
going life and death.
that is not what I said at all.
I said it wasn't by himself because I think that like Baru, for example, is a distinct
No,
being.
no, no,
whether-
no, 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 no. I get that. It's not what I was saying.
What were you saying?
I said it was by himself, and then I said, "Oh, he read this shit on web novel," and then he started spewing.
Didn't you say he did?
I did, but then I did, and then you made a point, and then I said, "Oh, he read on web novel," and then you proceeded on that point.
All right, wherever you're saying, man.
Anyway,
death with the eyeball of an outer god. And this thing just staring at you rips through time and space as it gazes through worlds through tens of thousands of different angles, and Barrow has to fight it and almost rip its eye out. Now, the weird thing about these creator gods is that they seem to really like this shit. Like, they actually want you to be able to fuck them up. And then after his eyeball gets ripped out, he leaks this blood waterfall that just negates concepts and the fundamental particles of their reality. It's very bizarre. So even though this outer god could heal itself instantly, it just decides not to. And then that's why you'll realize, so that's kind of leading into why the creator god was killed by its own creations, because they liked that shit. Then the Dragon Monarch from the first series, Antares, returns with Suho, Jinwoo's son, returns with the Ragnarok protag, and it's then revealed that the Dragon Monarch was made to hate everything from God to be a weapon against other outer gods. So he was given the authority of destruction. So the ability to destroy whatever God creates. This is after it basically snapped its fingers in a flash, rewrote the entire universe so that Jinwoo's son would lose all his powers and would give him his family back in a whole new life where he got everything he wanted. So think of omnipotence in Boruto from Ada, where it's used to rewrite everyone's memories, but in this case, it's actually that, but the entire universe is rewritten in an instant. Like, just literally. Even a clone of Jinwoo, everything, just remade. So, more of a higher dimensional Shibai or One Punch Man God type character would be a way of explaining the vibe that can easily surpass the spatial boundaries of a universe.
Qigong, you want to come back here?
Its concepts,
you're gonna die
decide
over
its
there.
laws of physics and logic and beyond. Suho is able to resist this, and then it's eventually stated that Jinwoo has an equivalent, if not superior, concept later that lets him overwrite law manipulation even on a universal and probably, I'm going to be honest, multi-universal scale, as there's multiple characters stated to be infinite, endless, there's endless dimensions, blah, blah, blah. They then start fighting after Interim tells everyone on
What's
Earth
that
to just
bell noise?
explode,
I don't hear
and they
bell
all do.
noise.
So imagine
Just
Super Boo,
leave
instead
the
of
game,
like
leave the
raising
game,
his
leave the game,
arm in
leave
the
the
air and shooting everyone one by one, he just
Rejoin,
says
rejoin.
die, and they all just explode. That's pretty much what happens. The Interim at first squishes time
Or
and space
sleep, your
of the
choice.
entire universe to then
I
reach
just
off
don't want
to a
mobs on
far
our dick
nebula
right
to
now.
throw meteors at them, shatters their planet, which then leads to a more serious encounter fighting the outer gods as it chomps through the universe into space-time itself to the other outer multiverse while it gets gradually more serious. Then, as they scream apart stars, planets, they're shredding the universe apart, space-time to pieces, they create Big Bang-like explosions where sound can't exist. It's then stated that the Dragon Monarch rips through concepts themselves and destroys them, meaning even if the creator god changes the very laws of reality, making even the laws of physics, logic, whatever have you that is in that reality, the Dragon Monarch and Suho together with this Ragnarok can just annihilate him. This then leads into the final introduction to what we were all waiting for, which is post-time skip Jinwoo. In the words of the creator of the system that many anime onlys would be familiar with, his aura then becomes a world, which in this case is a universe itself that surpassed and made things like
Iron,
light,
we'll get iron
sound,
soon, buddy.
and even time meaningless. As he went on to 3v1 outer gods throwing literally
Right here?
mind hacks abilities at him. So think of Gojo's mind hacks argument. Now you have these multiversal eldritch beings using specific creator mind hacks with law manipulation, and it can't reach him. They're throwing galaxies at him like a cannonball, and he just stands in front of it like Jiren from the Turn of Power with his aura, and none of it can touch him, because his ability negates these properties. So how does this apply to Gojo? Well, at this point, I think it's a bit common sense, but these statements are pretty much everything every Gojo fan wishes Gojo had, and act like he has, but without wanking. Gojo's ability to manipulate space on a small scale around his body with high precision would get overwritten by a multi-universal to probably, I'm gonna be honest, multiversal law. I've never seen a series with like this many levels of infinite and this many infinite statements.
This
it
is
seems a
copper.
bit dishonest to deny it.
The
So it's a
fuck are you talking
multiversal
about?
law manipulating deity that transcends the reality, rewrites all of its history and laws of logic and physics or even concepts on a whim. So none of Gojo's ability would actually even touch
There we
Jinwoo.
go.
His aura is literally just infinity on roids, surpassing space and time and making them meaningless while he rewrites their laws, let alone
You need
manipulating
food?
them.
I gave you-
so,
okay.
in this case, Jinwoo, all of these outer gods, they might just be able to rewrite the space and its laws that Gojo is manipulating, and he just wouldn't even know what to manipulate anymore. It might not even exist in the same capacity. The same paradoxes or laws might not even exist on the space that he's trying to curse with his energy. So even Gojo's actual power here is pretty exaggerated, being compared to Takaba and his ability to change reality around him slightly with his immediate surroundings, with fodder characters that the Dragon Monarch would kill on accident by just yelling and chasing down an Outer God. In fact, this Dragon Monarch would solo their verse while chasing the Outer God while yelling at it. Like, their planet would just die as collateral, probably on accident. If for whatever reason you think Jinwoo couldn't get through Infinity, there's so many ways to argue he does. And in fact, it actually gets pretty funny. He easily engulfs him in his aura, and he can just engulf the entire universe in his aura, or BFR him, or remove him into a realm that makes the prison realm look like child's play, while easily stat checking any ability he has to manipulate time and space, even on a conceptual or law level. Same would apply here. Even if Gojo put Jinwoo in Unlimited Void, he can actually replace himself with his shadow, like Madara can with his Limbo clones when he fights Six Paths, Naruto, and Sasuke, and can teleport anywhere in a timeless beyond 4D using some Einstein terminology. Black space is big or bigger than a multi-universal god character's ability to manipulate, with tens of millions of summonings that all can cut through time, space, and you just get Jinwoo. Now, Jinwoo can also fight for decades straight without stopping. So while Gojo's brain is frying, just trying to throw and move Limitless onto someone, and it's in character for Gojo to try to hit Limitless Void on him a few times, it's also not in character for Gojo to give up against someone who he thinks is stronger than him. He wants to prove or find out who's the strongest. So that and the multiple statements of just ignoring space and time and surpassing it makes it unlikely Gojo will ever do anything. In fact, Gojo's only win con is hoping he can stall forever. Like, there's no offensive win con for Gojo, ever. Saitama is honestly getting fried as well by Jinwoo pretty casually. In fact, even if Saitama goes on and eventually one-shots his god character, it wouldn't even mean anything compared to this, as we learn more and more what higher dimensional beings are in fiction and have to be, and how it apply to these creator deities that Jinwoo faces in the dozens pretty casually. At best, Infinity is a finite space that Gojo can divide infinitely and slow things down that approach it, but the ability to manipulate this is beneath the authority of Jinwoo's ability to ignore it, change the properties of, surpass the phenomena he's manipulating, and Infinity is sort of limited, surprisingly, that certain things reach Gojo through it, and Jinwoo would have many ways to attack him, including fear hacks, which is just visualizing him or even seeing the abyss that he holds. There are many statements in the novel of just gazing at Jinwoo. He is the abyss where that it gauges back at you, and so are these outer gods. So even looking at Jinwoo will negate some of your abilities.
Oh, you found
so even
some
if you had to
puppers.
remove Gojo from
found
the
some puppers as
battlefield
well.
and snare him into a realm beyond the prison realm, jump him for the rest of eternity with beings that almost rival a Big
If you
Bang
want to,
till
even though I
Gojo gets
don't
tired,
recommend
but
it,
that's
there's
just
the cave
wanking
west of
Gojo.
here.
Be real for a moment. The interim would just look at Gojo with his eyeball,
Are you in a
and
cave right
Gojo
now?
would explode as he
No, I
looks
didn't
through
think so.
everything beyond Earth with a gaze that cuts through space-time, ignoring all distance, everything. It's literally just anything between its sight and what it's looking at is chopped through. That Jinwoo far surpasses and may be able to do it himself if the gaze is just due to power and authority, which Jinwoo has. This is an explanation that even some of the crazier Gojo glazers I think can get behind, and that's literally a superior phenomenon to what Sukuna uses to actually chop Gojo in half later. Spoiler. That being said, Jinwoo is probably someone who needs to fight
spoiler
whatever
after, it's
created
kinda crazy.
Gojo's entire reality, and not Gojo himself. So even with Limitless Void hitting a direct shot on Jinwoo, we see that characters can still think and conjure incantations, and while they do so, think of Sukuna, think of Jogo even thinking of sentences, which gives Jinwoo many options to escape on top of being able to swap, but be broken out of it from the outside, or to even flood the space with his superior authority. Many people exaggerate Limitless Void, but it's more like you feel like you're experiencing those things that are described rather than literally
Chicken
at the
Blue time. Fort,
But
that's
there
one of
really
the
is
parts
no
in the
way
new
for
update.
Gojo to put him down. He's just that level of a character at this point. While Gojo plays God in Japan, he's just not the same as a creator deity type character dealing with these high level concepts and sometimes even potentially higher metaphysical arguments of eldritch beings outside time and space,
Cal,
creating multiverses
Cal,
that
you
Jinwoo
hear
is
that shit?
confronted.
My physical arguments?
You
Yeah,
hear
I heard
that?
it.
He thinks Jinwoo's outer, buddy.
He says there's arguments for it. He doesn't grant it. Or he does say he grants the arguments.
I would, he can think that. He can think that, buddy.
He can think that he doesn't grant the arguments?
Yeah, he can think that. You know what sucked? He didn't really talk in depth about the outer universe, but I understand why.
Are you following me at all, Chugon? I don't follow poor, only exhort. Um, well, it seems to me this poor person has more in-game currency than you do. Ooh, that's a quite a dangerous jump, isn't that? Extortion. I mean, what are you gonna do? Extort me for my iron? I'll buy Microsoft. You don't have the money.
Yeah, there's no fucking way.
If I'm not
Anyway,
mistaken, from the net worth that you told me, Microsoft is worth at least 12 times your net worth.
that's wild. I mean, he could buy like a twelfth of Microsoft.
You get investors, are they gonna are they gonna cover what the 12 billion that you acquire? Or if you just want to go half, halfies on it, or just become like the majority shareholder, 6 billion. Done it before. Do it again, no balls. Nah, they don't listen to him anymore. That's what I thought, buddy. Because you're a deranged old man. You're kind of far away. We're gonna have to sleep. Go ahead and put the bed down, and oh, we can't sleep yet. Be ready to sleep.
All right, Cal.
You not hopping on?
No, I don't think so.
Shugong, is this guy a loser or what?
So, Cal, what's your thoughts on that video?
Yeah, it's all right. It's better made than any video
Nah.
I could make, though.
Probably. Honestly, you should just take his format.
I don't know how to edit like that.
It can't be that hard.
I don't know where to learn to edit like that. Sorry.
I don't know. Probably YouTube if I had to guess.
Well, even then, there's not many videos on it. I've looked up.
Anyways, have a good one.
I have a good one. Bye.
Bye. YouTube song, have a good one.
I forgot to call him that. Yes, loser on God he is sung. You want to sleep now, Jugong? Or Sung, I mean. Sorry. You stole my bed. I took my own bed. I only have one bed. You have two beds? Look on my stream. Look on my fucking stream. Where your bed? I don't know. Did you break your bed? No, then it's still over there. God damn it. Stay alive, build a fort or something. I'll come over there. I'll make a new bed real quick. You know what? You know what we could do as like rage bait, Chugon? Oh, you already made bed. All right. Like a little bit of rage bait, right? Once you make your official Twitter or whatever, say Rengoku beats Jinwoo. Rengoku from Demon Slayer. It would be funny as fuck. Right, Sung? Why are you angry at me for? Why so many fucking creepers? I don't know. There was at least 8 creepers over there. Just don't die. If you die, I'll revive you. But... Ooh. Ooh. Why does VSync limit me to that? The fuck? Me no die? Well, try and live, man. Me God? Are you drunk, Sung? Me lava? Gang, 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 gang. No, 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 don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Oh, me find village. Oh, you're still pretty close to me. If you just head like north, I'm sure you'll end up at the village eventually. Actually, you're gonna need to go northwest. Yeah, northwest. Me almost fall. Me need to be careful, alright? Big ass crater? Oh yeah, I was over by there. My aura just like made the crater, you know? No, that's not SCP-096. I promise you. Hey, listen, it's poor on poor action. Like, sounds like it would be something that like would have its own tag on Pornhub. Like, what you looking at me for? What did I do? So it's rich stealing from the poor. All right. That's actually that's normal. So you do you, man. You do you. No, me fix Farden. How are you fixing the garden? It's also not a. Yeah, it can be a garden. Yeah. Oh, by the way, when are you gonna have your PC set up? Ben done? And why aren't you using it? This guy could be playing fucking 4K Minecraft and he's playing on 1080p phone. You're in a different region? Oh, fair enough. To be fair, couldn't you just jog to that region with that, like, small-ass country young guy? I don't know. Almost. How the fuck do you manage that? What? You're right below me, aren't you? Ooh. Me see, me likey. I don't think that's a dyeable height. Why can't me hear Bell? What do you mean? I don't hear Bell either. By the way, be careful, there is a creeper somewhere in this region. It's a weird looking pig. Hey, don't be rude. It's just trying to live its life, man. Why is that like that? No, I dislike that greatly. Father God? What? In Revelations? Just was prophesized? You mean just as was prophesized? The villagers will be freed? Are you talking about some, like, Israel shit? Of Cal the demon? What you gonna do, kill me? You must build golems? Yeah, you get right on that, man. What are you doing in the villager's house, man? What the fuck are you talking about, Sung? hell just happened? You were glitched inside of a rock. Join back. I'll help you. Phone's overheated? I thought you had the best new phone, buddy. Mass graphics only go so far. And Bedrock Edition on phone is kind of crazy. I think my Minecraft just crashed. No, my game didn't crash. Alright. Well, what was I gonna say? Why don't you get a Heatispacian case? And I assume you run your games at 4K. I don't like phone cases. Why? Too bulky? So skillful there. Chat. My insurance doubled. I have no idea about anything about insurance. Break it down in like the American dummy terms. Was it your child? Did your child do something, man? I'm assuming it's someone that lives with you. They crashed. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Same thing happened to my brother not long ago. Is that raw iron? What is this? That's gravel. 200 million one car. What? How much is that in USD? I don't know. I'll check real quick. Don't worry about it. Oh, god damn. What I am? I thought so. What time is it right now for y'all? Oh, excuse me. God damn. I'm so sorry. 11 a.m.? How much have you had to drink? How many bottles have you had? I that doesn't sound healthy at all. That's a lie, man. It's definitely not a few. Either that or you're just like a lightweight or something. It's 30 proof? Man, that isn't terrible. That isn't like insane though. My brother, he met someone who was like drinking, I don't know, it was moonshine, and it was, I don't know if it was moonshine, it may have been Hennessy, but it was one of those things that is like 90 proof or something like that. $99 banana? What? Is 180? God damn. Gang. $99 banana. I genuinely don't think it was that. $180 proof is kind of fucking insane though. I'm sure you must have been fucked up. It was only a shot, even still. I've heard like 4 shots of tequila can get someone drunk. I don't know how much I choked on it. I'm not surprised. You need to make shit spicy as hell. Me personally, I don't think I'll ever drink. Alcohol is disgusting, and you still put it in your body. Phone so much? What do you mean by healthy there? Because I mean, in terms of health, like deficits, it's not nearly as bad to drink once every day, or sorry, it's not nearly as bad as be on your phone every day versus it's a lot better for you to be on your phone every day compared to taking a single beer every day, like drinking a single beer every day. Oh, I thought you were. My bad. I mean, it's not all that physically healthy. As long as you have, like, a blue light filter, though, it's not going to be insanely physically unhealthy. Yeah. The problem is the difference between them, right? So I know, like, eating junk food is going to be bad, but I'm still going to do it. But I also know stabbing myself in the gut is bad, but it's to a much worse degree, so I'm definitely not going to do it. This is addiction? Yeah. Just pull down TDM, go into rehab. Did you hear that down TDM is 100 days sober? Gang, what was that? Nah, we're not gonna gloss past that, gang. But what was it? I saw it, but I want to know what it was. It was not the Mona Lisa. I ain't never see an image of a Mona Lisa like bent over or some shit. Was you just getting your game on or some shit? What was that? Gang. 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 Stop trying to distract from the fucking image you sent. Oh, I hate these caves. They're the most dangerous type of cave. I don't need any more than 51 offhand. Has your phone cooled down yet? Oh no. Well, is it hot in your hand? I'm going to nap. All right. You have a good one, Chugong. You should probably leave VC, Chugong. Bandwidth don't grow on trees, as Discord says. Oh, I feel as if I've been here. What? Bandwidth doesn't grow on trees, as Discord says. Bandwidth is free? Gank, what? What are you talking about? Bandwidth is free. The fuck was that? It doesn't cost anything. One sec. It's not free for Discord though. Do you pay for internet? Nah. So how do you get internet? It's provided now? What do you mean? You get it for free? Comes with it in the walls. So did you purchase it? Purchase to have that done? Or no, did you not? Alright. So you still paid for it. Because when you buy a house that has fiber in it, the worth of the house is gonna be more. Fiber, this, that, whatever it is. You know, Wi-Fi, internet. What do you have built into your house? Walls. Walls don't give internet. Things in the walls can get walls bounce internet. Yeah, that's true. All things can bounce internet. What? But where does the internet come from? Me? You emit your own internet? You emit your own internet, correct? Your car has Wi-Fi? So, yes. Hi-Fi? I thought you just misspelled it. What the fuck is hi-fi? High fidelity and wireless fidelity. So, from what I see, high quality production of sound using specialized audio equipment. The goal is to produce audio with minimal noise, distortion, and accurate frequency response. In essence, it means producing sound as faithfully as possible to the original recording. Good speakers? What does that have to do with what we heard? What? I mean, that's cool. I'm sure hi-fi is expensive. 2,001 a month. That's not bad. Alright, Max. So we have two topics that you can debate. You can debate whether Rengoku beats all the Hashira pre-Hashira training arc. Or you could debate. I'm gonna head out. I'm actually gonna hop off Minecraft for now. You have a good one. This loser sucks at TikTok. Listen. The video is a banger. Oh, what the fuck does this mean? Oh, it's this fucker. Yeah, this guy's just like a peon. One of my videos has like almost as many likes as all of his videos together.
because of the art style.
Never seen
Oh, it's Fairy Tail.
Fairy Tale.
Yeah, Fairy Tail.
I don't even watch Fairy Tale and I knew what that was.
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan.
They already did this one.
No. I was about to say.
Well, yeah, this is clearly full.